Hello students, in today's lecture number 4 of unit number 4, we are going to study about contamination control. Now these are resources from where the most of the study material which is used in this video is taken. These are IIT Madras notes available at this particular link, and this particular video is made up as a part of a classroom teaching and having no commercial purpose. So which are the causes of contamination in hydraulic circuit? So the major contamination causes are discussed in this slide. So contamination left in the system during the assembly or subsequent maintenance work. Then contaminants are generated when running the system, such as wear particles, sludges and varnishes formed due to oxidation and rust formation because of water condensation. These are some major causes of contamination. As well as the contaminants are introduced into the system from outside when there is a kind of a maintenance work or replacement type of work is there. Okay, so because of that external contaminants may go in a hydraulic circuit. So to deal with the contaminants, there are two major types of filtering device which are used in the hydraulic circuit. One is called as filter and another called as strainer. So for proper operation and long service life of a hydraulic system, oil cleanliness is of prime importance. So hydraulic components are very sensitive to the contamination. The causes of majority of hydraulic failures can be traced back to contamination. Hence, the filtration of oil leads to proper operation of and long service life of the hydraulic system. So strainers and filters are designed to remove the foreign particles from the hydraulic fluid. So let's study about the first part, which is called as a filter. So they are devices whose primary function is to retention by some of the fine porous medium of insoluble contaminants from the fluid. So filters are used to pick up the smallest contaminant particle because they are able to accumulate them better than the strainer. So generally a filter consists of a fabricated steel housing with inlet and outlet. A filter element are held in a position by with the help of a spring or retaining devices, and because the filtering element is not capable of being cleaned, they are majorly replaced. So the particle size removed by the filters are measured in terms of microns. The smallest size particle that can be removed is as small as 1 micrometer in case of filter, whereas in case of strainer the same size range around 150 micrometer. So let us study some detail about strainer. So what are strainer? So strainer is a coarse filter. Fluid flows more or less straight through it. A strainer is constructed of fine wire mesh screen or screening consisting of specially purposed wire or of varying thickness wrapped around a metal frame. So it does not provide a fine screening action as filters do, but it provides a lesser path of resistance to the hydraulic fluid and majorly used in the suction line. So a strainer should be used uh, such that they should be size should be as large as possible, and possibly one or more strainers can be used parallelly in the hydraulic system. So depending on the way of operation, the filters are classified as either mechanical filter, absorption filter or adsorbent filter. Mechanical filters, the action of separation of the particle is mechanical in nature. In case of absorption filter, uh, it's a physical, what we can say, uh, absorption phenomenon is majorly used to separate the contaminants, and adsorbent filter uses a chemical property because it include activated clay or chemically treated paper. They used chemical properties of a substance to filter out the impurities. So depending on the action, they are classified as different types. So this diagram will show you the location of suction line filter. So you can see that this particular filter is located in the suction line before the pump. This is a pressure line filter which is located between a pump and a control element, which is direction control valve in this case. So this is called as a pressure line filter, and some are called as return line filters. This filter is located in the return line. So majorly return line filters are preferred because whatever the resistance these filters offer, so whatever heat is generated, that is directly fed to the tank again. So because of this, these return line type of filters are more used. But in some cases where the actuator is sensitive to the contaminant, we must have to use pressure line filters. So in order to calculate uh, the efficiency of a filter, it is called as a beta ratio and beta efficiency. So what is beta ratio? Beta ratio is nothing but the ratio of number of upstream particle of size greater than n micrometer through the filter divided by the number of downstream particles of size greater than n micrometer in the filter. That means number of particles after the filter, number of particles before the filter. So this particular ratio is probabilistic in nature and it is called the beta ratio. But what is beta efficiency? Beta efficiency is nothing but number of upstream particles minus number of downstream particles divided by number of upstream particles. So this simply indicates that this beta efficiency is indicator of how efficient that particular filter is. So beta efficiency can also be calculated as 1 minus 1 upon beta ratio. So this lastly we will consider this numerical. This numerical was asked for 4 marks in the exam. So determine the beta ratio of the filter when during the test operation 30,000 particles greater than 20 micrometer enter in the filter and 1050 of these particles pass through the filter. So what is the beta efficiency for that filter? So let us consider, first we need to find out the beta ratio. So beta ratio is straight away we know that number of downstream particle, that is number of upstream particle, that is 30,000 divided by number of downstream particle, that is 1050. So beta ratio comes around 28.6, and we know the formula for beta efficiency, that is 1 minus 1 upon beta ratio. So the beta efficiency comes at 96.5%. That means 96.5, it is the possibility that 96.5% of the total contaminant of the size greater than n micrometer will be catch by the filter. So that is something which is called the beta efficiency for the filter. So this completes the syllabus for the contamination control for the hydraulic system. Thank you.